Hello, fellas. Just, man, interesting Thursday. Very interesting Thursday in the MMA community. And James Lynch. James Lynch got threatened by Dominance MMA. How does that sound, man? How does that sound? He's really getting threatened by all those guys, and it's getting even funny. Now it's getting pretty much funny that Ali is Dominance MMA is trying to threaten everybody and trying to intimidate people, which sounds a bit funny on my end. But you've seen that many fights are being announced, and James Lynch actually made a pretty nice video on the threat he got because of the question he asked in Colby Covington's interview. So that's something I'm pretty much eager to discuss. I even say this is not a discussion, man. Like, how dare you? How dare you, man? Like, how dare you to say anything against them? That's like the same thing, the same issue I'm having with the narrow-minded guys who support. I mean, I'm not saying every supporter of Makachev, Khabib, and other guys. Not saying that all of them. Not saying that all of them are horrible and horrendous. Just I'm trying to say that these guys are pretty much irritating me, very much irritant, and that is something that pretty much annoys me. And when I've seen like them threatening to a great guy like James Lynch, it's like, come on, man. I mean, come on. Are you really gonna threat or what? Really, like a triple threat to James Lynch. Oh yeah, watch them. They are gods. Oh yeah, and we should all be scared of them because they are dominance MMA. I mean, let's be honest. James is a bit banned. He's banned on that list, but I can tell you that he's doing a great job. He's just one of my favorite journalists in the game, and I'm sorry because this is happening to him, like only because of a question he asked, and it was not an irritant question. It was not an irritant question. If these people think they are going to intimidate somebody, well, they are horribly wrong. Like, it would be the same like trying to intimidate the MMA guru. That would be pretty much off topic, you know. That would be pretty much off topic, and I'm eager to say that they are going too far. Like they think threatening to James Lynch will stop him and will stop his game. But that is not going to happen. We all know that is not going to happen because this is free community. This is free game, and we are all even in this game. I got to tell you, we are all even. We are all looking okay in this game, and I'm pretty much confident we are going to see tons of nice triple threats and other things like that. But it's so funny, man. It's so funny when they threaten to a guy like James Lynch. I mean, what the heck? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You are nothing and nobody. Just accept that. You're like, you mustn't do this, you mustn't do that. You are going to tell me what am I allowed to do? The United States of America, free state. So Colby Covington gave him the interview, and I don't see a problem that you're getting from that backlash. Like, if you think that private messages are going to make somebody change his mind, well, they are not going to. Believe me, they are not going to. I can guarantee you that private messages are not going to scare the shit out of anybody, especially out of me. No worries. I'm telling you. Like, this is even funny to me. Yeah, all those things are actually funny to me. All these backlashes, and it's at least gonna make fans laugh. And fans are definitely going to laugh their asses off because of the beef that is going on between some different sides, and many people are actually laughing their asses off when they see a guy like James Lynch taking part in a beef with Dominance MMA. And James Lynch is not an incidental guy. He doesn't like incidents. He doesn't like threats. He's just a humble guy. That's just not him, you know. And it's kind of strange for me when I've seen like James Lynch taking part in a beef. I said to myself, well, does it even make sense? Imagine like James Lynch taking part in a beef with Dominance MMA. It makes no sense to me. It's totally senseless. It's pointless in the first place. Like they put him on the banned list alongside Ariel Helwani, and so what? Like we are we are allowed and we are not allowed what to ask, right? Well, does it make sense? I mean, smaller fighters. You think that you're gonna harm James etc. No, you're not. Believe me, no, you're not. He's very, very good at his job, and I am telling you that James Lynch is one of the best in the game when it comes to interviewing people, when it comes to asking pretty much humble questions, and when it comes to revealing the truth. And the snitch. Hey, how are you doing, Cyrus? Well, I'm just telling. This is not going. This is not going anyway. This is pretty much pointless if you're asking me. Conor exposed that bum a few years ago. Yes, I know. I know that he exposed him. Well, man, when you're already saying, I forgot to share this on Twitter. Hold on. I completely forgot to share this on Twitter. Hello, Ginge. Hello, Kev. How are you doing? Hello, Ginge. Evening, guys. Evening, fellas. How are you doing? Hey, my fan of the year is here. Hooker on the way. Leave door unlocked. My doors are unlocked. Thank you so much. Are you sending me? Are you sending me like homemade, or you're sending me a foreign hooker? Thanks so much. If you're sending some Asian or black, that would be awesome, man. Because I know you're always sending nice exotic hookers on the way. That is one of the reasons why I appreciate you, Kev. Yeah, one of my favorites. Really a fan of the year. You see a hooker on the way. My doors are unlocked, so no worries about that. No worries about that. Thank you so much for this. Well, I'm telling you, like Conor exposed Ali Abdelaziz a few years ago, and I was thinking it's just a backlash, etc. Sandlad, Anis, Mamacita. Oh, let's go. That is okay. I accept everything. When it comes to, I have a Latino on the way this time. Latino is fine. Latino is fine. Yeah, he's always sending me exotic hookers, so this time it's Latino. At least I'm gonna have fun. And he's not even asking whether I'm in the mood to have fun with hookers or not. Maybe today I'm not in the mood, but that's okay. That's okay. I respect every single fan of mine. So, like, that's a sign of respect. That's a sign of respect my fans are sending. And yesterday I was having a TikTok stream with one of my fellas from the dojo. His moniker is, his moniker is the Skull Crusher, Marko Bojkovic. We were having a stream yesterday, and it was pretty much fun stream. I got to say, it was a pretty much fun stream. We enjoyed pretty much. Sent him a Brazilian, nice Brazilian. Brazilian? I have never been with Brazilian woman, but that is the wish of my life. At least, how are they renting that on an hour, right? Or I don't know, man. I only use prostitutes when I'm in Bulgaria. I don't do it in Serbia because it's illegal, but in Bulgaria I do that. So in Bulgaria, I like pay per hour, and that's it. And I can tell you this is pretty much okay. Like in Bulgaria, it's pretty much okay. But I'm having fun. When I go to Bulgaria, I'm definitely going to have fun. I'm telling you. But you're right. Hookers are way more respectful than Serbian women. That is true. At least you know what you're at. At least you know what is going to happen next, what you're at. And that's okay. That's okay to some point, but at least I learned a lot of nice things from my Western-based fans. I learned a lot from you fellas. and it really means a lot to me. But have you seen like this guy? He's trying to intimidate James Lynch. I'm like, it's even funny to me, man. It's even funny that he's trying to intimidate James. Just open the window, get him back swiftly. And it's so funny to me that he's even trying to intimidate James. Ali doesn't let his fighters get interviewed by a lot of people. Yes, I know. And I understand for the stars. Okay, somebody has a star power and you're guarding his star power. That's okay. But like, why won't you let your smaller fighters? That's something I don't understand. I back James Lynch up on that. Yeah, even Ariel Helwani is banned off the list, which is like, for me, I don't know, man. For me, it's insanity. Like, Ariel Helwani is banned from the list. Ariel is the best in the game, the best and the biggest in the game, and he thinks he's going to harm Ariel. Hey, Roadrunners, how are you doing? How are you doing, my friend? I released predictions for other promotions. I want to say sorry to you because predictions were late. Tomorrow I'm going to release predictions for BKFC because I have a lack of the tape on the upcoming one. It would be good if he let James interview his fighters, but it's not hurting James' channel. He's getting top of the three fighters. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. James is like one of rare guys who interview Colby Covington and Curtis Blades. And does it make sense? I lost my parlay last weekend. Juliana Miller messed up. Sorry to hear that, my fella. Last weekend I was 14 out of 15, 5 out of 5 with bets, but my only miss was Juliana Miller. I was thinking Juliana Miller was going to win. Luckily, I didn't bet on her. Volkanovski, Covington, etc. Not just Volkanovski, Covington. Curtis Blades is his regular guest. I mean, he's having like tops of the division. Oh, thank you so much. Hey, thank you for good call on Gaethje. I just want to tell you, like, when it comes to Justin Gaethje, I was thinking that Fiziev won the fight, but when judges raised Gaethje's arm, I was like, thanks God my prediction was on point. But I was unsure who won round 3. So I gave it to Fiziev like 2-1, but I was very, very unsure. Even one of the judges gave a draw. To that fight, which is an okay call too. But I think it was a close win for Gaethje. And yeah, I think in the third round, still it for Justin. I think it could have been a draw. Well, draw is fine also. I gave small edge to Justin, but again, I'm saying I can accept a draw. Fiziev face was mush after the fight. The face of every fighter who meets Justin Gaethje is a mush after the fight. So I was just surprised with the fact that Fiziev landed a lot of shots too, and he didn't make the significant amount of damage. Only because of damage, I would give the advantage to Justin Gaethje. Do you think the Parson versus Giles fight complete one round? I have no distance on that. I didn't bet on that though. Will it complete one round? I think yes. Giles used to fight technically in his last outing, so if he continues fighting technically, it might complete round 1. Missed a lot of head strikes. Fiziev was just swinging wildly. Yes, I think it could complete one round. Yes, I think. You can just scroll my chat from Tuesday. It is like the trailer video on my channel, so you can scroll and see my bets. I only have 3 bets, and all 3 are technical bets. I have Era versus Sandhagen fight starts round 4. Yeah. I always write my bets, so Hey, Daddy Shot, how you doing? I always write my bets, so just scroll the chat and you will see. I'm just a guy who respects everybody. I always release the bets. I would never sell bets. Like, we are trying to help each other. That's like the point here. Have you done? Yes, absolutely. All the predictions. Everything. I wrote all the odds. So I wrote what I think is going to happen, but I have the greatest level of confidence in Will Curry to win from Cage Warriors. Actually, some people are going to say he is Bukowska's training partner, and that's because of it. But, when I was in the hospital, Bukauskas actually messaged me when I was in the hospital, so I forgot to message him back to ask him about the interviews. I'm going to ask him tomorrow. But he messaged me when I was in the hospital, man. Yesterday, I was in the clinic because of my control. I was having a control because of my Achilles tendon. And my torn calf is not torn anymore, but my Achilles tendon is still in problem. I can walk, but I cannot train. I cannot run yet, but it's going to be better. I remember better days, so believe me, I remember better days, and I believe better days are coming. So that's just me. I'm optimistic all the way, and I will ask Modestas whether he'd be eager for an interview. And let me see on which days I'm free anyway. Think I'm free on Monday. Yeah, next week, no UFC. I think I'm going to be free on Monday. Thanks to you too. Spasibo, Daddy Shot. Sorry, I don't speak Russian. I understand very little, so... Just like, I can read Russian, but I don't speak it. So sorry to, I don't understand everything you write, but it's okay. It's okay. I support everybody, I respect every single supporter, and that's awesome. Everybody who supports the channel, I love. It's similar to Serbian, right? Russian, more similar to Bulgarian. Writing, Russian and Bulgarian have exactly the similar letters. Russian and Bulgarian. Russian and Serbian don't have the same letters, though they have some similarities. But Russian and Bulgarian have extremely similar letters. But unfortunately, Russians and Bulgarians cannot understand each other. We only can read each other's languages. The written language is similar, but has different meaning. Absolutely different meaning. Bulgarian and Russian written languages are very, very, very similar, but totally different meaning. And Serbian and Russian are pretty much different. Serbian language has Cyrillic, Latinic. We have two alphabets, and in Russian and Bulgarian you only have Cyrillic. So, it's pretty much different. Serbian is like a transition between East and West. That Serbian language. It has something from the East and something from the West. We've always been on the crossroad throughout the history. We've always been on a crossroad, but Bulgarian is more like Eastern based. They write in Cyrillic and pretty much similar to Russian when it comes to writings, but meanings are totally different. If a guy from Bulgaria and the guy from Russia speak, they won't be. There is no chance of understanding each other. Maybe I can understand few words, but there is no way I can understand a sentence or a point of a sentence. Different words, same words have a totally different meaning and same syntaxes. I was thinking, many people if they write something on Russian, maybe I understand one or two words and that's it. Though I can read it. I'm repeating, I can read it, but what am I going to do? Can't understand it. I would like to understand as many languages as I can, but I understand German, I understand Spanish. Okay, English, Bulgarian, Serbian, only 5 of them. I wonder if Ukrainian is different to Russian. I don't know. I don't speak Ukrainian. I really don't know. Never heard somebody speaking Ukrainian though, so in Serbia, I have heard many people speaking Russian, but I have never heard somebody speaking Ukrainian, so I cannot respond to that question. German is extremely hard. I understand it, but I don't speak it well. Ich kann verstehen Deutsch, aber ich kann nicht sprechen diese Sprache gut. So you see, I only know German is extremely hard language. Yeah, very, very hard language. They have a lot of horrible words and very long words, very long sentences, and it's not easy language to learn. I can guarantee you that not an easy language to learn. It's actually extremely hard. So if you're asking me, it's actually an extremely hard language to learn. I can guarantee you that one of the hardest languages to learn. But we should always stay in the spirit of things, and that is okay, pretty much okay to everybody here. Like, we're together, and that's the most important thing in the world. I really much love all my fans, and it's the angriest sounding language I have heard. Oh yeah. Was hast du gesagt? Ich werde die Toten. Yeah, they have some very much. I can impress the German accent pretty much well, but I'm not speaking that language nicely. And also, I forgot Hitler sounds terrifying at his speeches. Oh yeah, oh man, he sounded terrifying. I was listening to that on many occasions, and yeah, he looked very much terrifying. I was like, you start shaking yourself while you're listening to Hitler's speeches. You start shaking yourself, man. Angry German on drugs. Not only him, like that's the language. Their language sounds pretty much. They have a deep tone, if you know what I mean. Like they have in English like it's more melodic. English, French, they're more melodic, and German is like was hast du gesagt? Very much deep tone. And imagine me like with a soft voice speaking German. Does it make sense? Like it wouldn't be an easy choice for me. Yeah, I think Austrian is similar. Austrian and German, in Austria, they also speak German, but they speak some dialect of German. I've been in Austria actually. Uh, Austrian and Hungarian, they are not similar because Hungarian is Ugro-Finnish group of languages. This is Hungarian-Finnish group of languages. Hungarian and Finnish are actually alike. And Austrian is similar to German, similar to like the Swiss version of German, to German version of German. Yeah, Austro-Hungarian. Yeah, it used to be Austro-Hungarian, but they were speaking both Hungarian and German during World War One. Yeah, it used to be Austro-Hungarian, but they don't have similar languages. Actually, no. Hungarian is similar to Finland, to Finnish. Oh, no way. No way. Nobody understands Hungarian. Believe me, that is the most different. That is like the most unique language I have ever heard. I don't understand a single word. When I was in Subotica, when they speak Hungarian, I was like, whoa! I don't understand a single word. I like Will Curry this week. Count me in. I like Will Curry too. I don't understand a single word. I actually have one of my fellas from the dojo. He is from Subotica. He understands Hungarian, but he doesn't know to write it. But he can understand it. I'm like, how in earth can you understand it? Just explain me how in earth you can understand it. And he was like, well, I grew up in Subotica. It's very close to Hungarian border. I'm like, way to go, man. Good for you. Good for you and horrible for me. I don't understand a single word. But he was living in Hungary for a while. I don't know how much, but he was living in Hungary. I heard Budapest is a nice city. I've been in Budapest, very nice city. Only been in Budapest once, so it happened like 10 years ago. Very, very nice city. Very nice city and a very nice place to be. But actually, it's like it's a different energy in Budapest, like a very much of a different energy. When did you start learning English? I started learning English when I was 5 years old, and guess why? I started learning because I was interested in UFC. How did you learn English in school? In the first place, it had something to do with school, but believe it or not, I was listening to Joe Rogan's commentary a lot because I was interested in UFC, and UFC was pushing me forward. So I was learning it in school, but I was far from the best, I was far from the best in my class. Many people knew English way better than me. I have never been talented for English. I know now you're gonna laugh your ass off, but I have never been talented for English. I was just having a passion for the UFC, and I was listening to those tapes. Like, we were having tons of tapes back then in the early stages of UFC. You could have only watched via VHS tapes or then CDs. You speak very good English. Thank you. I'm trying. And then I was improving. Lots of Serbians love Russia, but they all speak English. Majority of them speaks. But I prefer America. Believe me, I prefer America, UK, because America and UK are number one and number two for me. And guess why? MMA fans. I get more love from America and from the UK than like in my own state. Majority of people don't like me because of what I do. But I'm not talking about Bulgaria. I'm talking about Serbia because I grew up in Serbia. In Bulgaria, majority of people respect me. Like, they're like, okay, you're pushing the state forward. Etc. That's okay. But I'm just saying, in Serbia, I'm pretty much Western oriented guy. I'm biased towards West because West respects me. No, it's all about respect when it comes to my feeling, my gut. It's all about respect. Isn't Petryan? No, Petryan is from Siberia. I think he's from Novosibirsk. I'm gonna check that out right now. Petryan. Where is he from? No, he is from Yekaterinburg. He is part Chinese. He is from Yekaterinburg. Yekaterinburg is in Siberia. His grandfather is Chinese. I didn't know that. He doesn't look like a Chinese when you take a look at him. Mom's dad or father's dad? I didn't know that his dad is that his grandfather is the Chinese. I would never assume something like that. But okay, he's from Yekaterinburg. It's in Siberia. Father's side. He doesn't look like Chinese. Not looking like a Chinese. His last name Yan is Chinese. Really? Yan Shaonan. Yan Shaonan. Sorry, I forgot. I can see it a little bit. I completely forgot. Yan Shaonan is a Chinese MMA fighter. I completely forgot. Sorry, man. I completely forgot Yan Shaonan. She is Chinese. I completely forgot that. Sorry, man. Yeah, you are right. You're actually pretty much right. You're actually right, man. Yeah, Yan is a Chinese last name. I completely forgot. Yan is a Chinese last name. I completely forgot the background of that story. Yeah, Petr Yan, like Yan is a real Chinese last name. But yeah, Petr Yan, like he's 1/4 Chinese actually. If you're saying that his grandfather is from China, but he's extremely tough, man. Like, he's having pretty much unique fighting style, and he's pretty much tough. I can tell you that. Tomorrow I'm going to cover Cage Warriors in the case you don't know. But maybe I'm gonna be late a bit on the start of Cage Warriors as I must cover the veins. Yeah, I must cover the veins. So I might come a bit late for the start, but Yes, I'm covering Cage Warriors tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow, I'm going to cover something even bigger, even greater, and that is going to be UFC on ESPN 43. Yeah, that's going to be UFC on ESPN 43, and we're all going to enjoy it. It's a nice event. It's really much nice event, pretty much up and coming event, and we are going to have fun. We are going to have fun at the UFC. Good fights this weekend, absolutely. I think Cage Warriors is pretty much a promotion on point. Yeah, that promotion is pretty much on point, I can tell you that. Cage Warriors, I'm especially looking forward to Will Curry's fight. I watched the last Cage Warriors, I was pissed because the Italians lost. I know, man, I understand. This card is gonna be entertaining. Guy lost to a weight bully. Well, if you're a weight bully, that's gonna give you wings sometimes, you know that very well. Sometimes weight bullies are doing a way better job than normal looking guys, than like normal guys like you or me, because a weight bully just drags you to the ground, and if he's stronger than you, there is nothing much you can do. Unfortunately, there is nothing much you can do. Unfortunately, the Italians lost to yeah in the last Cage Warriors, but this Cage Warriors is gonna be pretty much fun. Yes, it's gonna be pretty much fun to see. Eager to see this Cage Warriors is going to be amazing. Gotta go. No props. I'm gonna be live for like 10 more minutes. Thanks a lot for hopping into my stream, man. Really means a lot to me. Yeah, pretty much means a life to me when you're hopping in this stream, and everybody that's supporting me, it pretty much means a lot to me. Got to say, it really means a lot to me when I'm getting endless amount of support. It's really amazing. So really amazing. I was working very hard these days, just to tell you, I was working very hard. Hope the leg heals up. Well, my leg is pretty much better. My torn calf is not torn anymore, but Achilles tendon is still fucked up, so I can't ref. I still can't ref. I know it kind of sucks, but it's gonna get better one day. I believe it's gonna get better. They say 4 more weeks. I'm in the week 8 of recovery, and I can walk down the stairs now. This is an announcement. I can walk down the stairs finally. So my leg is healing, but it's healing slowly, and it's gonna heal. Sooner or later, it's gonna heal. One day it's gonna heal for sure. I'm pretty much eager to say that I'm hoping that I just want to get back on track. That's all I want. I just want to get back on track. I just want to keep training, keep grinding, and I'm pretty much sad when I don't train. That's something that kind of gives me wings. Training and such things, such great stuff. I hope everything is going to pay off one day, but it's questionable, pretty much questionable, because sometimes I'm not in the mood, sometimes I'm in a great mood, and I'm really having a hard time dealing with all those stress, etc. I was writing very hard these days, but next week there is no UFC, so I will be able to rest a bit. before I get, but it's okay for me at least. Hey Alexa, how you doing, man? I'll be live. Welcome back. You're back, my friend. That is awesome. You're back too. I'm so happy you're back too, man. Have you seen the new video of James Lynch? I'm back from school. Oh, that is awesome. Yeah. It's afternoon for you, right? You're back from school. That's awesome. So I assume you're gonna have 10 minutes to chat, which is awesome. Really awesome. Sorry, cause I respond lately. TC, I was extremely busy these days. I was just extremely busy. I just had too much work going on. I was writing too much, and I just hope this writing is gonna pay off once. Man, I was writing so much these days. Really much I was writing, and I'm feeling better. Not gonna lie, I'm feeling better. Way better. I hope I will be back to reffing soon. I just want to get back to reffing, but this leg still didn't heal, and I don't know what to say, man. I miss reffing, honestly. No, I got used to ref soccer, and it's actually going nice for me. All those reffings, etc. It's actually doing nice for me. But at the end of the day, injury is an injury, fellas. Injury is an injury, and I'm really much enjoying, fellas. So how are you spending this evening? Is it evening or it's for somebody it's evening, for somebody it's night, for somebody it's afternoon or whatever. I hope you're enjoying the moment because I certainly am. Yeah, I certainly am. I am certainly enjoying the moment. Well, I hope one day it's gonna get better. No, just never believe in the retreat. We'll be grinding, we'll be fighting, and it will pay out sooner or later. It will pay out. All right, fellas. I'm actually a bit tired, so I need to go now. We're gonna catch you later. Tomorrow I'm streaming Cage Warriors, just to know. And this Cage Warriors this year, it's gonna be amazing. Really much going to be amazing. So let's bring it on. Thank you so much for staying in the chat. Thank you so much for being with me. And I'm gonna hang around with you some other time. Catch ya. Love you all.